from Nostalgic Books and Comics in San Gabriel, California. This is Dre's Geek Philosophy, the April 15th edition, the Monday edition, it's fucking tax day edition.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's that time of year that all procrastinating people in this world, for those of you listening in audio, that would include me. Yes, people were. I did my taxes last night.
No, that's always...
I didn't do them today because I knew I was going to be busy with work and doing the podcast, get ready for the podcast, and also I was like, oh, I'm not going to have any time to be doing this nonsense today. So I did them last night while I was watching Game of Thrones. Man, so I don't even know where to begin. There's so much nerd shit that happened in the last 7 days.
Yeah,
it is out of control how much nerd shit is happening. But I'm going to lead off first, because I feel a lot of people only watch movies sometimes the first 2-3 minutes. Big announcement for Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast.
Oh boy, okay.
Big announcement. So, I'm going to be calling upon my gaming friends, my gaming associates. We're going to be doing a show on weekends. Right here. I think I told you about this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I make sure I'm like, shit, did I tell the guy who owns the store where I'll be doing the show? On weekends, I will need to enlist people like Ajay Polidor, like many of my other gaming friends. We're going to do I haven't come up with a final title, but so far it's Gaming with Dre, where it's I want my friends to come down. They will pick from my vast selection of games, or they can bring a game if I have the correct system, and I'll have all my systems here. And we'll game for like 20-30 minutes, and then we'll talk about my friends' gaming history. Or we'll have stories. I'm sure Jai and I will have countless stories to tell of Resident Evil 5 or King of Fighters 2000 and whatever. Fun little things we'll do on Facebook Live and on Twitch. Just trying to create more content, and it can whenever it's whenever a friend is available throughout the operation hours of the store. Yeah. Can't just be coming here at 11 o'clock at night. No. That's a big announcement. We're going to be doing a Gaming with Dre, or Game Time, or what, I don't know. I still haven't come up with the final name. I'm not great with these name things. It took me 7 years to come up with Dre's Geek Philosophy, so that's just how it goes sometimes. So, gaming show on the weekends. Well, we can work around people's schedules. Obviously, I can avail myself when I'm not busy gallivanting around the earth, but got my Xbox original fixed up. My PS3 is in the shop right now because it won't spit out discs. But we got the GameCube, got the PS2. I got some controllers for my PS2. I'm going to be testing those out tonight. Or there might be a live stream tonight later on this evening. After this show is over, we might be doing a game stream on Dre's Geek Philosophy gaming stream tonight. Me testing out some PS2 controllers that our sponsor, Dusty Games, has provided to me. Because I saw some PS2 controllers in the warehouse. I'm like, yo boss, can I buy one? Because I saw like a sealed one. And he's like, how much for the DualShock 2? I can't find mine. And he's like, shit, you don't want that new one? Here, we go over to a pallet. He has a pallet of like 500 DualShocks used. And he just picks out 3. Here, see if any of these work. Just take them. I'm like, okay.
That's funny. So
I'm going to be testing I don't know if I'll be testing that live on the live stream. But what's good, Abner Reyes? Thank you for joining us here. And of course, Jai Pollard making a comment because Resident Evil 5, a sequel to my favorite game of all time, Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 5 upped the ante by you can play together with a friend at the same time.
Yeah.
You can help each other out. You can play online. Or, as me and Jai we prefer doing it in the same room.
Yeah.
It's like the olden days. Before the internet, when you had a game with your friends in the same room. The olden times. And yeah, I got plenty of comic book games. I'm going to see if I got the Punisher on Xbox, got X-Men Legends on GameCube, got Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That's always been one of my favorite games. We'll get Mr. Molini here playing some comic book video games. Justice League Heroes on the original Xbox. I got to find a second Xbox controller. I think I got one. I got this Akuma controller, but I'm not 100% sure that one works. So that might be something we'll be playing tonight on Dre's Geek Philosophy, the gaming stream. Make sure to follow that if you're on Facebook. Twitch, the same thing. And there won't be an audio podcast version of that because it's kind of tough to do an audio podcast of a visual medium.
Yeah, a little bit.
I always laugh because one of the podcasts I listen to, Doug Loves Movies, a lot of the comics, they'll do physical jokes, and then Doug has to remind them, this is a podcast, right? It's like they don't get it. They don't understand. Yeah, but it is what it is. So it's tax day.
Tax day.
It's tax day. Well, you did your taxes earlier this year, being a small business owner.
Yeah.
It was unpleasant.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
it's very unpleasant.
Yeah, my taxes. Yeah, it's funny by virtue of your taxes, it scared the shit out of me for my taxes.
Yeah. Was it?
But I came out okay because of the whole covered California, which I bitch about all the time. But it turned out, it worked out in my favor. Yeah. I got a bunch of money. Got a bunch of that money back because laws or something. I don't understand these things. I'm a poli-sci major, but man, I am so beyond that shit.
It's like Rudy posted earlier about how it's small business sucks this year, and he was saying that next year we all have to get our private jets, so that way we'll get those breaks,
Right? It's. Yeah, because I kept talking about making this whole podcasting into a business, but I'm glad I didn't. No. Man, I would have been taking it in the pooper if I had gone into it.
No,
right now, this is just an independent hobby venture of me just throwing money away into this.
It's just a whole thing of now it's just a lot of stuff you can't deduct anymore, and it changes a lot of I mean, I knew it was coming,
but it still didn't feel good.
Yeah.
It did not feel good.
Yeah, no,
it never feels good. No, I can imagine. I mean, it does not feel good. But I came out okay. There's gonna be money coming back, which I may just invest back into the show.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we'll see. But let me get to the big thing that happened last night. The Game of Thrones came back. I did not realize that it has been 2 years. 2 years since we had Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But you don't miss it, sir, because you are one of the so-called 1%ers who don't watch the show.
1%ers. There you go.
I see a lot of I see people making those derogatory posts about here comes the people who say I don't watch Game of Thrones. Yeah. Apparently it's some sort of badge of honor. I know you just don't enjoy medieval fantasy. Yeah. The most you tolerated was the Lord of the Rings films. Yeah. That's about it.
That's about
Anything else, you are very less meh. Yeah. When it comes to medieval, you prefer your fantasy to be science fiction.
There you go.
You're a science fiction guy.
Yeah.
Outer space, also aliens, all that kind of stuff. Swords, trolls, wizards. For this guy, but me, I love all forms of fictional entertainment. So I was watching, and I felt a little bad because my lovely lady Rosa, she has subscribed to HBO. And which I'm like, good for me because I wasn't sure how I was going to watch it. But she recently has subscribed to HBO because there's a bunch of shows she wants to watch. And so she was going to be working through Game of Thrones, but she's been very busy with all sorts of projects and stuff. My lady is a very busy lady.
Yeah.
So she's still she just finished episode 1, season 1. So I was like, oh shit. I was ready to fall in the story. I'm like, honey, I'll just wait till you get to it in 2025. And then that's when I'll watch the final season, or I'll steal your phone and I'll watch it when you're not home, or something. We'll figure out something. But she's like, no. Last night, she just threw it on. She's like, nope. She's like, I'm a Quentin Tarantino this shit. I am not gonna understand what's happening. I'm like, you've only seen 1 episode. Half of those people are dead. What are you doing? And then she told me, don't explain anything. I was like, don't explain anything? You know who I am? I have a show where I explain shit every week. It's what I do. I explain shit when I'm not even supposed to. Yeah. I annoy people in public. If I overhear a nerdy conversation, if someone's saying some wrong shit, I am that asshole who goes, excuse me. Winter Soldier happened after the Avengers, not before. And then that happened in the middle of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series. Sorry. I couldn't sit here and have you be wrong. I'm that asshole. I can't help myself. And so she throws it on, and I'm just like, and I was torn. I'm like, no, don't. But it was kind of more of no, don't, stop. I want to watch this. Yeah. But I will not get into spoilers. I was literally going to write out this funny thing I was going to say, but I'm just going to do it off the top of my head. Yeah. Here's your non-spoiler review of Game of Thrones season whatever, final season, episode 1. Jon Snow still knows nothing. Daenerys, whatever, Khaleesi, she's still cute. Sansa Stark is still throw shade. Anya is badass still. Let me see here. There's 100 characters, so this is going to take me a while. Cersei, still a bitch. The Mountain, still undead. Tyrion, he drinks and he knows things. You get the picture. Yeah. And it's kind of, the show was very much, it was kind of catching everybody up. It's like, wait, it's been forever.
Yeah.
We don't know what's happening. All kinds of chaos was happening in the end of the last season, and now we're still in the midst of all this chaos, and we're being taken for a ride. It's gonna be great. Bran still can't walk. Just there you go. Just that's your spoiler-free review of Game of Thrones. I felt compelled. The roaster was like, "Yo, you have to watch this because you need it for the podcast." I'm like, I'm not going to stop you. I want to stop you. Morally, I feel like I should have stopped her. But selfishly, I was like, dun, 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 dun. And a new intro and everything. It was so cool. Because of one of my favorite little things about Game of Thrones is that the opening little video, they do the whole kind of cool little buildings being built. Mm-hmm. It changes every episode. My former roommate Trent, he never noticed this. I'm like, no, it's different every episode. Like it shows you the areas of the world that's being dealt with in that episode. So we're going to Dorne. They show fucking Dorne, and we get the Mandalorian. Yeah. We take us up north. We got freaking. We go across the sea. There's young Sarah Connor. Yeah. Oh yeah, I couldn't help myself yesterday. Because yesterday was my lovely fiance's father's birthday. Oh, so we had the whole family there, and then we watched Central Intelligence, and then afterwards, apparently he's watching Mad Men, and I was like, "Oh, Mad Men! That's like one of my favorite shows." Why, yes, let's use Netflix. Let's put on Mad Men, and dude, much like after we watched Shazam, I was like, oh yeah, you know that person from such and such, you know that person. I was just doing that throughout the whole fucking episode, because then you see all these people who are now famous for other things, and I was like, oh yeah, that's Alison Brie. She was on Community, and now she's in On Glow. Oh look, yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. He's Harry Crane. And then what's great is that we got to see the episode. The episode that he had left off on was one that you and I we had discussed before, like where I was trying to remember where the fuck is that line from. That's what the money's for. Yeah. And it happened. Like I was getting goosebumps. Like, yee! It was like one of the best episodes of the show. Yeah. So that was a little fun. And I was doing.
That's the same episode, right? When he tells her, he goes, "You want to go to Paris? Go to Paris." He just throws money in her face, right?
No, that's a different episode.
Oh, it's a different episode.
Where he throws money in her face. That's later. That's when she fucking gets tired of his shit and fucking quits. At this point, this is just her resigning herself to the fact that she and it's like, I pay you for we pay for the we pay you for the ideas. Yeah. We own all the ideas. So yeah, there was a whole TV day yesterday. It was fun. I love doing it. And when we were watching Game of Thrones, like, oh yeah. Like we saw fighting with my family. That's the mom. And then Rose was like, I know. You said that when we saw the movie. Anthony Toy, Shazam. Yeah, Shazam is a good time. I recommend it. It's a fun movie. It's fun for everyone. If you like having fun, it's very fun.
It's very fun. Very fun.
It's capital F for fun.
For fun.
So last week, man. There's still so much to cover. Yeah. I don't know which one I should. All right, so this past weekend was a Star Wars celebration.
I think it's still going on.
It might be. It's reached Comic-Con levels.
Someone told me it was 5 days long. So
that's a lot of days. Yeah, that's a lot longer than Comic-Con. Comic-Con's like 4 and a preview night.
Yeah, so it might be still going right now.
Yeah, because they announced all sorts of shit. Yeah. The trailer leaked for The Mandalorian, which we're gonna get into related stuff later. There's a cool Star Wars game that came out where they said, and then the publisher, who's been lambasted for microtransactions and loot boxes, they're like, oh, it's a single player game. You're gonna be a Jedi. Yeah. There's no buying. You buy the game, you're gonna be a Jedi. There's no you gotta pay more, give us more money. Like the publisher immediately came out and said, nope, single player game, not online multiplayer, not all that stuff, all that nonsense. So they announced that. But then the biggest thing that obviously came out from this past weekend was we got the episode 9 trailer. Yeah. And an episode 9 title. The Rise of Skywalker. Which is confusing the fuck out of it. Yeah. I'll be honest, that trailer was pretty badass. Yeah. When Rey does that little fucking kickflip. Kickflip. Which I imagine when we get to the movie, it's her cutting the fucking cockpit open. And poor Kylo's like, emo! I'm the representative of all the Star Wars fans.
Yeah, that was really cool. It was really cool because I had to go back and watch it again. A few times because someone pointed out that like that thing they're looking at the end is the remains of the Death Star.
Yeah, it was.
And I did not. And
I saw that right away.
That totally went over my head.
Oh yeah. Right before we got that. Got the fucking Emperor Palpatine laugh at the end just to get everybody's freaking all the Star Wars nerds boners were probably popping out of their fucking pants when they heard Palps. And and apparently I don't know if it was the next day when they did the panel.
No, they dropped the trailer at the panel.
And Ian McDiarmid came.
Yeah, he was in the audience or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was reading about that.
And they came onto the panel.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they fucking they trolled everyone.
That's pretty great. I don't know, man. Like, it's like any Star Wars movie. I'm always looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
My big concern is that he's gonna like try to fix shit to like please all these people that are still complaining about the last movie.
I hope not. I hope they just kind of just like keep going. What you doing?
Yeah, because
screw the haters.
Because I saw so many memes of people just talking about how like, because I guess the big thing was you see Kylo like fixing his helmet, and it's like. Someone posted that picture and it was like, "Oh, this is a big fuck you to Rian Johnson," and it was like, "I guess."
I don't know. Because Ryan was making a big deal about breaking the helmet.
No, he broke the helmet in the movie, but like, I don't know. So that's funny because that was one of my favorite moments of The Last Jedi was when Snoke tells him like, "You're still wearing that stupid thing,"
helmet. Yeah.
And it just makes you realize. It makes you realize that like one day he just showed up dressed like that and he's like, "What the fuck are you wearing?"
Right, exactly.
Like no one gave it to him. No one
right. No, he just kind of like, I'm cool now.
Yeah, right.
Supreme Leader, look how cool I look. Do I look like my grandpa? I'm trying to be like my grandpa. I look up to him.
And that was my favorite moment because when he tells him like, "You're still wearing that stupid thing," and he breaks it. And like,
I can never make Dad happy. No, it's funny. I love how all these fucking nerds assume that like, oh, that Rian Johnson and JJ, they don't talk to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's this wall between them. Like, oh no, that's all fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know this is all choreographed, right? You know, they sit around together and discuss the plot.
Yeah.
And there's someone who oversees this.
Yeah.
The person who has to take all the bile, Kathleen Kennedy. You know, they oversee this, right?
The whole thing, yeah.
And it's not just fuck you, J.J. Abrams. Oh, fuck you, Rian Johnson. They're not all children like all these fucking haters. They're adults who are making a story. Yeah. There are arcs in a story. There's twists and turns. Like Stewie said back in Family Guy. Friends become enemies, enemies become friends. I'm sure it'll be fine.
How do you think this was gonna do?
Money-wise?
Because of the whole backlash of like, are people really that petty that they're gonna be like, fuck this movie because I didn't like the other one? And like,
well, here's my thought on that. All these incel angry men were like, we're not gonna watch Captain Marvel. Yeah, $1 billion.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, okay.
No, because all these little shits, they're going to pay their ticket to go watch it so they can fuel their hatred.
That's true.
And see them. They're I'm boycotting it. And then later on, like, I had to see it. I had to know what I'm going to hate.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and accurately criticize it if I don't watch it.
Yeah.
God damn. It just, this is era, like, I'm sure we've run over this topic. We've beaten this horse to death.
Yeah.
I mean, this horse is in the ground with how many times we've beaten it. It's like these unhappy fucks. Like they've always existed. They just have a voice now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're a very vocal minority, and it's proven like they were an incredible vocal minority that they bitched about Captain Marvel. Oh, the movie was fucking successful. Fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a whole populace that doesn't read the comments.
Yeah. That's true.
People always talk about echo chambers.
Yeah.
It works for that too.
Yeah.
All these people who hate the movie and proclaim their hate, normal people don't follow them.
Yeah.
There's this normal group of people.
Yeah.
Who watch, and people attribute, look, the haters got to solo. The haters didn't get to solo. Audience fatigue got to them because we had fucking movie.
Yeah.
It was bad fucking timing, and also, it was never going to make the money back because they fucked up.
Yeah. I still that's the one that I still don't understand why they put it out when they did. They should have just waited for Christmas. Like
Yeah.
it would have been fine. It would have been fine.
I would have been perfectly fine. I think it
Yeah.
would have done gangbusters, but no.
It probably would have done better.
2 weeks
yeah.
after the biggest fucking movie ever.
Yeah, but it's funny too. Like
Arrogance.
That's the other thing we noticed. Me and John were talking about how they put Billy D. Williams in the Solo Lando costume.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's wearing the yellow shirt.
Ah, yeah. How's it going? Thank you for reminding me. I literally saw a meme about that on the way over. While I was waiting for you. I saw the meme. I'm like, oh, I'll get it back over my dead body. And then you see, and you see, haha, I got it back, Han, over your dead body.
But yeah, they put him in the Solo costume. He's got the bright yellow shirt, and it's like I don't know. That was interesting because I was like,
He has a lot of shirts.
But I thought that was interesting because it's kind of time to remember that movie, like like.
Hey, you fucks! Can you go out and go buy the fucking Blu-ray?
Yeah, right.
That way we can recoup a little bit more money from shooting it twice.
Yeah.
After we handed the movie to a couple of comedians, whoops, we didn't want a comedy. We want a Star Wars movie. Bring in the Howard. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. All these things. There's a whole bunch of Star Wars Celebration. I'm sure everyone here can Google and look and get on your Google machines and find there's all sorts of Star Wars stuff. Was it going on here in Anaheim?
No, it's Chicago.
It's in Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
Everyone's having Chicago dogs over on Wacka Drive.
Yeah.
I know it's happening somewhere.
Yeah.
But it just seems pretty insane.
Yeah. I mean,
everyone's fucking raging over the fact, oh, maybe Rey is a Skywalker after all. It's a fuck you to Ryan Johnson.
Yeah. All right. I mean, no, but I think that's what I'm most afraid of. Is like I love the fact that people complained about it, but I love the fact that we fight when Kylo tells her, like, oh, your parents are nobody. Like, 'cause I hate the idea that like everyone's connected to somebody.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, come on.
It's
such a big fucking galaxy. Like,
it's so contrived that everything revolves around one fucking family.
Yeah.
One set of sperm.
Yeah.
if I could be so blunt and crude. I was gonna say cruel. I'm like, no, I want crude.
But it's just so I mean I hope that's my big concern is that like he's gonna be J.J. Abrams gonna be like, all right, let's fix all the stuff people complained about, and I don't know. I mean, could be Disney telling them to do that too. That could be, I don't know.
Yeah, you never know with the Mouse House. There could be the friggin'.
I mean, they own everything now, so
they do. It's kind of disturbing when you think about it. They have a lot of control now. My friend who I don't know if I'll ever get him on the show. My friend Jonah was like, when the Fox Disney acquisition was finally announced, he was like, no, this is bad. If one company controls all the content, then that means they control what that content is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's afraid for this generation of kids who are going to be influenced by only Disney and Disney alone. Mm-hmm. And then some people like firing like, oh, there's always going to be other content. I was like, no, but no. Disney controls princesses. Disney controls Star Wars. Disney controls Marvel. Disney controls all these things. They will control the vertical. They will control the horizontal. Welcome to the Disney limits.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. But I mean, but that's always. I feel like that's always kind of been the case, though.
Yeah, it happens
in our lifetime too. Like Disney is like such a big thing that
it's always been a big thing.
Yeah.
They just didn't have. I guess now that they're consolidating their power.
Yeah.
In the game of corporations. Yeah. You either merge or you die.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. That's true. Because I remember reading something about how like Disney, like the city of Anaheim, had to make deals with Disney because they were like complaining about how much space apparently there's a law that's set up in Anaheim that like the freeway can't be so close a certain distance to Disneyland.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I was like, wait, they shouldn't be able to do that, right?
Is that why the modifications of the 5? Let's move the 5 further back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot who I was joking with about that the other day. I'm like, oh, the city of Anaheim is just mostly Disney. Right?
Yeah, at this point. Yeah.
At this point,
yeah.
And I never got the pleasure of repping that area when I was in it. Back when I was a Nintendo rep for 7 years. I heard the rest of Anaheim is just freaking like really bad.
It's not great.
It's not a good city. Well, I wonder what would happen if Disney were to acquire DC. You mean they were to acquire Time Warner?
Yeah. That's what everyone keeps talking about. Like, like it's gonna happen. I'm like, it's not gonna happen.
Nah, as long as people believe in Batman and Harry Potter and whatever other
the only
control.
The only thing that would come out of it if they did acquire Time Warner is that we would get our amalgam movies, and I'd be into that.
No, I don't want the Adventures of Dark Law.
I think you do. I think secretly,
No.
deep down.
I never enjoyed Amalgam. Iron Lantern, Super Soldier. They see what they did. They took Steve Rogers, Captain America, and Superman. And say, well, what if everything was a Reese's peanut butter cup? Yeah, hey, chocolate and peanut butter. That's fucking amazing. Hey, we'll put Wolverine and Batman together. Yeah. We'll take Professor X, Doctor Strange, and Doctor Fate. Ha 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 ha! Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Ooh.
Yeah.
What saddens me is a lot of like really good writers did all those things. Like Super Soldier, that was Mark Waid, wasn't it?
Mark Waid or Super Soldier. Yeah. Both of them. Because they did that twice, remember?
I know they did it twice.
Yeah.
Every noise. Love with the duck.
Love with the duck.
Yeah. This is a ugly taste in my mouth. Yeah, you did it twice. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Ugh. I JLX.
People loved it though, man. Yeah.
Did they ever make the hero clicks of those?
No.
They can't.
They
They can't get both sides of the table.
See, I think they probably could have been able to do it pre-Disney. They probably could have been able to.
I'm sure Disney would be like,
no,
we cannot share our intellectual properties now. No, those amalgam books don't exist as far as we're concerned.
It's what I was saying, how there's a Disney law, new rule that they can't do the zombies, Marvel zombies.
Yeah.
They can't do the heroes. They can do villains as zombies, but they can't do heroes.
Villains for days, but no heroes can be a zombie.
Yeah, because I guess that hurts the brand and.
Yeah. Bah. Speaking of their brand. Speaking of Disney Plus, so Disney Plus, they did the big announcement of Disney Plus. It's coming out November 19th of this year.
Yeah.
Out the gate, there's Captain Marvel will be front and center.
Yeah.
It'll be that's its digital premiere date.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I knew they said that they were going to premiere it on. I didn't know it was going to be like the day of. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the digital premiere. That's going to be the digital premiere because obviously it's not going to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
Because they're obviously it's going to come out on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
September-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe even earlier because
it's funny.
Because September will probably be Endgame.
I had actually
traditionally.
I had figured out that day of release theatrically, it's like 9 months when it would get onto Netflix. Mm-hmm. Like there was literally like it was like, and I was able to time it pretty well.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's how it works. Because whatever the old Free Comic Book Day movie, it would come out on Blu-ray around my birthday, like mid to late September. It would come out around that. I remember I'd always be buying, or I'd be getting Iron Man for my birthday. I'm like, Iron Man for my birthday, or Avengers for my birthday. Anything that came out, that Free Comic Book Day movie would be around late September. Yeah. I noticed that pattern many moons ago.
Nice.
Yeah. I remember I had the formula worked out when I was working. Back when I worked for Disney, I had that whole formula worked out. Where the timelines, how
yeah.
Because they had the little calendar. I had access to this crazy calendar where it showed everything. Yeah. Even before the movie had shown up in theaters, they already had all the dates plugged in for all the home entertainment releases.
Yeah, because I think it was like a week or two after Captain Marvel came out. Like there was already like it leaked when they were doing pre-sales or they were going to start doing pre-sales on the Blu-ray.
Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't. I don't think it was a leak. I think it was just like, hey, give us your money now. We can put it in the bank and earn interest.
Yeah.
That's how the pre-sales work. We're making money off of your money. Ha 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 ha.
So Captain Marvel's gonna be on the day of.
Yeah, that's it's premiering.
Cause I heard like that Mandalorian. I don't know if they're gonna drop the whole thing or.
No, I don't know whether I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, when they said that it's gonna be on there the day of launch too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if are they gonna go Netflix and put it all out, or they're gonna go the other direction like a Hulu or these other services where you're like DC Universe just does one episode a week to keep coming back.
Yeah.
So the big things that we got were like $7 a month.
Yeah.
Or if you just go full Monty 1 year, $70.
Yeah.
Save a little money right there. Save some change. $70. And that's definitely even at just the $7 a month. That's still like half of what you pay for Netflix. And they were. I looked up some of the other stats right here. It's gonna have 7,000 television episodes. So whatever was on, I'm sure across the Disney family and things, and then The Simpsons. That's going to be a big chunk of that. Yeah. They had a cute little video where they showed them sucking up to the overlords, and there's a Bob Iger statue, and then you saw like a little
Darth Vader,
and there's someone the foxing in the trash can. Yeah. Like wow, they like all the Simpsons stuff, and then apparently they're going to have all the Star Wars movies are going to be available at launch. When it launches. Because one of the articles when I was doing some research here before the show, it's like I was saying, there was some issue because Turner Broadcasting had the exclusive streaming rights. Apparently, I'm sure a check was like, here you go, Turner. Fuck yourself. How much money to say fuck you? Here you go, what? X amount of money? Here you go. Yeah. We need these movies for our launch. Fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're breaking our agreement. None of this 2024 bullshit. Well. Nope, you no longer have exclusive rights. You can still stream them, but fuck you. Yeah.
The thing that was interesting, because I saw people posting about it, they were going nuts, or was it's going to have like National Geographics?
Yeah, Nat Geo. Apparently that's a...
Yeah. I didn't know if Disney owned that.
Neither did I. I'm not sure if that was in the acquisition of Fox or...
Maybe. Because
that surprised me when I was watching some of that stuff. Like, Nat Geo? Although it's the Nat Geo on Discovery fall under that nonsense?
No, I'm not sure.
Wow, oh my god.
Because I feel like it probably was in the Fox acquisition because... They did all those Disney Planet movies, and that seems like it's an own brand.
Yeah, because every fucking Earth Day they are on the dot. Man, I can tell you from my personal experience working, those budgets for those movies were minimal.
Oh yeah,
shoestring. Like when the Blu-rays would come out, I swear, because for other movies I'd have like 4,000 copies to use for publicity purposes. I'd have like 200. That's how, and then it was very tightly. I was like, all right, no, here's 200. No one else can have them. We might have 5 extra to hand out if somebody needs them. Like, yeah, all the Disney nature stuff. Mm-hmm. And every Earth Day, they crank another one. Bears, penguins, lions, more penguins, Earth. Yeah. Yeah, those were cute movies. They're adorable. I wish I could have snaked a few of those because they're very pretty. Yeah. I could not get my hands on them. I was able to get my hand. I could pull shit out of the fucking vault, but I couldn't pull those fucking movies because those were like the budgets were so freaking so minimalist, so tiny.
Yes, I wonder if they're gonna still make those now. Apparently they own Nat Geo, and
I wouldn't be surprised if they still continued. No, I would not be shocked. Maybe they'll just co-brand it. Yeah. Disney Nature in conjunction with National Geographic. Yeah. We give you chinchillas. Yeah, right. Alligators.
Have you ever seen that? I know it's kind of off topic, but have you ever seen that? There's a BBC one because BBC does that too.
Planet Earth.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, but there's one where it's about the Arctic. And it's narrated by Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh shit!
And there's this funny clip online where he can't say penguin. It's hilarious. Like he says it so many different ways. Like this.
Penguin. I think either you've shown this to me before, or I've heard of this. His struggle with the word penguin, penguin. That oh man, the Cumberbatch. Now I wanna find that and just watch it. Man, but I'm sure. Gosh, you're right. Here I go. Here goes Crazy Dre. I'm sure that's just like fuel for ladies. Just sit there and like just listen. Like they're washed over by the nature, and also Benedict Cumberbatch. I am Khan. I'll be with that. He was Khan. Into Darkness.
He was Khan.
That really weird, dark Star Trek movie. Oh, Into Darkness.
I get it.
I get it. It went into darkness, so it was really dark. It's a dark...
He's not Khan. And then, because it was that J.J. Abrams. Yeah. He's not Khan. You watch the movie.
It's Khan.
It's Khan.
Yeah.
Fuck you. See, that's what we have in store for us for the last. She's not a Skywalker. She's not a Skywalker. She's not a Skywalker. She's a Skywalker.
The Skywalker.
Or everyone's assuming she's a Skywalker, and it's gonna be like, oh no, she's a Kenobi or something.
Or she's a Palpatine.
She's a Palpatine. that I would be happy with that.
Yeah.
That's what she, because they made a big deal. She was too close to the dark side in the last movie. So I was like, ooh, maybe she came from a cloning. Oh, see, that's why they don't know where her parents are, because for those of you who don't know, like, story time with Dre here. Story time with Dre. See, before Disney owned Star Wars, there was an expanded universe.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite comics from the expanded universe was Dark Empire. Because this was literally the story that took place after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Where it turned out the Empire was like, you blew up one fucking base. Fuck you. And they fucking... and then they continue to fucking fuck up the Rebels. And the Rebels got their hands on some shit. Like, it was less one-sided. But, Luke turned to the dark side because we found out, even though, Darth Vader did his big sacrifice, and he throws Palpatine into the fucking things and blah, he blows up.
Yeah.
He using dark Sith. Have you ever heard the tale of Malak the Wise? Whatever the fucking meme is that has been used for that now. He made clones of himself. Clones! Everyone could always go into Clone Wars. When I heard the first phrase, Clone Wars, oh shit. I thought it had to do with this whole Dark Empire nonsense where, Palpatine would make clones of himself.
Yeah. And he transferred his consciousness, right?
Yes, he's like, So I'm assuming, that's what I'm assuming. Something along the lines has happened here.
No.
Because they keep mining, they keep using it. Grand Admiral Thrawn, one of the big heroes of I shouldn't say heroes. He was one of the big legends from this expanded universe. They did introduce him into that awesome Star Wars Rebels show. Mm-hmm. So maybe they're mining that content some more. Like, oh shit, we can't come up with anything fucking cool. Let's use that shit. We're out there, Palpatine. He just fucking... Well, I guess it would also stand to reason. If all these light side motherfuckers can come back as Force Ghosts, why couldn't these Sith motherfuckers come back as Force Ghosts? I'm sure they got something. I'm gonna fire up fucking...
Well, apparently...
I'm gonna fire up old Knights of the Old Republic here at some point, because I got that in my Xbox collection. That might be going up on our gaming stream. SoCal RMD over here. No more clones. Prequel flashbacks. No.
Because apparently, I guess I was reading that because I'm so behind. I think it's like in the Rebels cartoon. There's a Sith ghost, and it's like red energy and it's the whole thing. Yeah.
It's Darth Malak.
So it's possible.
Or like I play that Star Wars cell phone game, so they're introducing a lot of freaking dark side, like old Republic characters. So I was like, there was like Darth Revan. Like apparently this Revan guy is very similar to Count Dooku, where it's like, he was a good guy, and then dark side, I love it. Force lightning.
We get lightning on this side.
Fuck yeah! No shit, right?
We get lightning and red lightsabers, like sold.
I mean, to take it back, because I would always discuss, because back when I worked at GameStop, I've worked at a lot of places. For those of you who've never watched this, I've worked a lot of places. That's why. That was the impetus of doing this podcast, of using all this knowledge that I've accumulated in this giant mega mind of mine to feed it back out on the internet. Jai and I we'd always joke about Knights of the Old Republic. I had never played it, and he played the shit out of it. Yeah. And I kept saying, I'm going to play light side. I'm going to play light side. In that game, obviously, it was this company, BioWare. They're really good at making these decision-making games. They're really good at creating these intricate story arcs. Or it was the ultimate version of choose your own adventure. I'm sure you remember those books from our youth, back when people read books. Yeah. Or it's like, if you go through the door, go to page 45. If you turn around, go to page 85. Game over. Yeah. I'm going to turn around. Fuck you, game. Fuck you, book.
You're dead.
You're dead. Yeah. You turned around and walked into a spike. You're dead now. I should have gone through the door. So in these games were very much, there'd be these conversation trees. Mm-hmm. And so you'd either make positives. I'm going to help this person out. Light side points. Fuck this person. I'm going to kill them, take their money. Dark side points. So apparently, Jai would always tell me, like, you can play the game light side, but just be broke the whole goddamn time. Because, you're a Jedi. A Jedi does not want these things. They have no thirst for power or earthly things. Yeah. A Jedi only wants inner peace. He's like, you want to struggle with the game. Yeah, you can be light side. If you want everything, you want to be able to buy everything, dark side. Right, so okay, see, SoCal R&D right here. Let's get Ryan Johnson to make his trilogy Dark Empire or the Yuzon Vang War. Is that from Shadows of the Empire? I remember that was a big video game.
Yeah.
That mined the expanded universe. I love that expanded universe stuff. I think the main reason I loved it because the old comic shop that we worked at, both of the bosses would order all this Dark Horse Star Wars books, and no one would buy them. So we had this fucking Star Wars library of comics that no one was buying, and I could read them whenever I damn well pleased. I get to learn all this stuff. The Timothy Zahn fucking Heir to the Empire, all that cool shit. The Eye of the Beholder. There was a Crimson Empire, which was one of my favorites. Where there's a Crimson Guard. He rebels against the Empire because it's not the same Empire. He still wants his Palpatine Vader Empire, but there's this new Empire, these new fucking shitheads who apparently they're going. Sounds like the First Order, if you ask me. They're going against the teachings of the original Empire, but he's siding with the rebels. Like, oh no, I'm not here to help you, rebels. I'm here to get rid of these pieces of shit. So he was like the freaking the John McClane of fucking. I'm trying to think of like the most exceptional Crimson Trooper. Like, he was just like the bane of this shitty empire, like the new empire. He was against it. No, only the old empire ways. Bah. He was like goddamn friggin' red hooded fucking ninja. He was nuts. He was nuts. It was awesome. I remember reading those. It was Crimson Empire, then Crimson Empire 2, and like because they did really well apparently. I mean, not at our store. Yeah. But out in the free comic book world, those books did really well. They did multiple sequels. So like, who knows? Maybe this whole Rise of Skywalker might be using a lot more because they're not shy about using it. Yeah. Yeah. It could be maybe we were going to see a cloned Palpatine, but that was the thing with those clones though was like do the evil Sith magic. He would wear them out so quick. Yeah. And so Luke joined the dark side. And like, oh, what the fuck? Like, he joined the dark side. He went to go be his apprentice, but it was only just to get close to him so he can go and find all the clone bats. And I'm like, He's like, I tricked you! He's like slashing through all these fucking clones. And I'm like, He goes to his last clone. He's like, you bastard. And they have a big fight. And I defeat him. But then there's Dark Empire 2. Yeah. Because they had to keep milking it. Yeah. Keep milking that story. Yeah. Some of them were fun. Some of them were not. Yeah. It is what it is. And then SoCal Army, who also worked at Comic Galaxy, we all hid those Star Wars books so we could keep reading them. Yeah, that's true. We put them into the bin. No one would ever look for them. There was a Star Wars shelf, but then, they were kind of put away. Yeah. And especially when we get the trade paperbacks. That was the only positive of Juan. He loved trade paperbacks, so we'd have lots of trade paperbacks. Yes, complete stories instead of sometimes it would be piecemeal. That'd be annoying. So man, I feel like there's other stuff that we didn't cover here. I know someone is asking about Brightburn. I don't care for that movie. Really? I know you're super excited. I'm excited, man. Some alternate universe Superman really story. I just like little kid's gonna burn that lady in half. I mean, it does nothing for me.
I'm digging the marketing on it too. How like they literally the first trailer looked like
the Man of Steel.
Man of Steel trailer.
Looks like the Man of Steel trailer.
Yeah, and I was like, that's kind of cool. Like, and this is like the movie that James Gunn was supposed to premiere at Comic-Con before all that. Twitter,
before all the brouhaha over his incredibly old tweets.
Yeah, so and. It's cool because like he's producing it, like he's not directing it. I was a little disappointed in that because I was thinking like, oh, this is like Slither or James Gunn. This is like but it still looks cool. I'm still pretty excited about it. It was really dark though. I mean, like there's been a couple more trailers that came out.
Yeah, I know there was a recent trailer. Yeah, I saw some images and I was like, I cannot bring myself to care about that movie. I don't know what it is. It does nothing for me.
It looks really dark, man. There's a scene where in the new trailer where there's a plane crash, like a huge commercial plane crash, and the kid is just like sitting there in the wreckage, just chilling in the wreckage. like he brought that plane down, man.
Nah, this is fun. Killing people's great. Look, pop, take someone's head off.
But I think it's gonna play on the whole thing of
what if Superman was an asshole?
No,
as a child.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna play on the whole idea of like don't be shitty to people. You'll never know what will happen.
You never know. You'd be shitty to this kid. He's gonna come around and split you in half.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's kind of it's a very topical thing these days. So
Yes, everyone's being shitty to each other.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. That's something that me and Joanna always talked about. We were talking about on the weekend actually, was the idea that it's very simple idea. Like when we're talking about comic books back in the early days and Silver Age, Golden Age, and all that. Like you just assume that you get superpowers and you're like, I'm gonna go fight crime. I'm gonna go do good things.
Right.
And like realistically, how many people would actually do that?
Oh no!
Right?
No! God, wasn't. They were mentioned for those of you who haven't watched Shazam, and they talk about that in Shazam.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if you could pick, would you get flight or invisibility? Like, fuck yeah, I'll take invisibility. I'm gonna sneak around.
Yeah.
You can sneak up on people. You can steal shit. Like, I feel like that.
Yeah.
Realistically, like you said, like, people. I think far more people would skew negative.
Yeah.
Oh, what can I use with this to take advantage?
And I think it kind of just talks about like our society as a whole because back then when those that during the golden age of superheroes, like that was like right after World War II, right before World War II, and where everybody was about like like honor and going out and doing the right thing and well, I mean, okay, the propaganda was over.
The people in charge want everyone to be good.
Yeah.
So we don't have to send so many police out to beat you to death. It's hard to bury bodies. You know how many policemen it takes to bury a body?
Right. But nowadays, I feel like it's sad to think that like the majority were just shitty to each other and
unfortunately, it's a bit more like it's very honest.
Yeah.
Where everyone's more honest to each other. It's not Leave It to Beaver anymore. It's not Leave It to Beaver.
Is it being honest? I mean, I don't know. I think it's a thin line between being honest and being shitty. I mean,
sometimes it's the same thing.
Is it though? I mean, like,
I could be honest though and also be shitty.
Oh no, that's not. Oh, I'm talking about like, okay, if we look at something like, they talk about how, like, it's so weird to me. Like, you read about this stuff on the news and how like the people that are like, what is it called? What they fucking bully online. What? Cyberbullying, right? But then you see the people that are cyberbullying people, and you're like, wow. Like,
yeah,
like,
no. Well, of course, once you have anonymity, you feel like you could be shittier because you have that defense. If you had to, that's what I'm saying. If these people are showing their true self. So this past Saturday, I was at the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Oh, boy.
I had to go to the DMV. Thankfully now, I guess in 2019, they started this new thing where they force a bunch of offices to open on Saturdays now. Yeah. Because your normal 9-to-5 person can't go to the DMV. I work from freaking 10:30 to 6:30. There's no fucking way I can go to the DMV. They open at 9. There's no way I'm getting in and out of there in an hour.
Yeah.
That's physically fucking possible.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, now they open offices on Saturdays from like 9 to 5 or whatever. And so I had to go resolve. I gotta fucking fix a ticket for some stupid shit. And I'm staying there in line, and I'm sure you saw the status up there. But like, nothing shows people's true nature more than dealing with the people at the DMV. Yeah. Everyone says the people at the DMV are shitty. And yes, they can be shitty. But I think they're being shitty because people have shat on them for however long they've been working at the DMV. They just continually are shat on. Like, now, the one I didn't tweet about, this poor guy. So, like, the modern day DMV, it used to be you just waited in line forever. Yeah. Now, like, you wait in multiple lines now. You wait in line to explain your problem, and then they give you a ticket to correspond. Like, if you have a fucking major league fucking problem, okay, they'll put you in a different spot in line. Yeah. If you're just like, hey, I just need my driving record, boom, you'll come up a little bit earlier because they know they can handle you in like a minute. Because I remember a few years ago I was applying for this job, and I needed a copy of my driving record. I got in and out of Pasadena in like an hour. I was like, hey. Yeah. I think I got lucky that day simply because I'm like, I just need a copy of my driving record. Boop. Right. Good one to 23. Copy of my driving record, $5. Boop. All right, cool. Thank you. Out. Yeah. Of course, nowadays a lot of people are doing this real ID nonsense, and you gotta have fucking blood sample, fucking well, you had to fucking X-rays, you had a fucking proof that you're a fucking human being. You need like they have this list of things that you have to bring.
And then you read about how like that's not even.
Yeah, they're not even doing it right.
Yeah, they're not even doing it right. So people are gonna have to redo that.
Yeah, anyone who did it in 2018 is gonna have to go back in and do it again. Yeah. to recertify for fucking national fucking
And it's funny
Homeland Security.
because I had to renew my license, and everyone was telling me to do the real ID thing. I couldn't find my birth certificate, so I didn't end up doing it. I was just like, I'll deal with it later. Like,
You'll deal with that one.
I'm glad I didn't do it.
Yeah, because you would have had to do it twice.
Yeah.
So there's one guy. I guess like he shows up with like. So you're supposed to show up with actually he has copies of everything, and then the dude is just telling him, "Sir, we don't accept." And this guy is like, he's being a bitch about it. And this poor DMV worker's like, "No, we have never accepted copies." It's like, "No, they accepted copies last time." I'm like, I'm trying not to do the accent of the person because it was a foreigner. And he's just like, no, but they took my copy last time. Like, no, sir, we don't take copies. We don't. And he's just causing a fucking, and go get the manager. They have to pull him aside. Fuck out of here. Bring us your goddamn real passport, you asshole. All this copy bullshit.
Yeah.
And then, all right, so when you get up there, there's 3 lines.
Yeah.
There's all the shitheads like me who didn't have an appointment. There's a line for disabled people because of course, they're disabled.
Yeah.
Like, push them to the front. God damn it.
Yeah.
Their life's hard enough.
Yeah.
Let them skip the fucking bullshit, please. Fucking A. And there's another line. If you made an appointment, you have a separate line.
Yeah.
Much faster. You just walk right in. You have like 8 people in front of you instead of like 500.
You know the catch on the appointment thing is right.
What's the catch? Tell me the catch.
So I had to renew my license.
You made an appointment.
So my birthday is December 24th. Mm-hmm. I got the renewal.
That's right. He's like Christmas.
Yeah, I got the renewal like in October.
Mm-hmm.
I waited a week because I forgot about it. Tried to make an appointment, and they were like, "Oh, you can make an appointment for January something." So yeah. So
I know that.
That's the catch.
From the other job that I had.
Yeah.
Oh, I am well aware. Yeah. The appointments. Yeah, that's a freaking.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fucking lost cause sometimes. You're making an appointment for a miracle. Yeah. So there's 3 lines. So there's the rubes like me, disabled, and appointments. Mm-hmm. So there's one guy. This guy's a male Karen. I mean, now on the internet, Karen, they have the haircut. You see that haircut, you're like, oh shit, here comes talking to the manager. I'm gonna need to speak with your manager. I saw the male version of this. Fucking faux hawk. Giant, like, I have big glasses, but this guy had even bigger fucking glasses that went from above his eyebrows to below his fucking nose and had gold shim on the sides. And he fucking had skinny jeans and some fucking weird fucking shoes. And I'm just painting a picture here.
Yeah.
This is a male Karen. I don't know what we're going to call male Karens, but for now, we're going to call him a male Karen. He rolls on up. They tell him, go to the appointment line. Go to the red carpet. There's a red carpet, a blue carpet, and a go fuck yourself carpet. I was on the go fuck yourself carpet.
Yeah.
That's where I belonged. This guy just rolls up, and so there's like 10 people in the appointment line. He just goes right at the blue. And he's like standing there at the blue. And he's waiting because he thinks, oh, all right, this is where I go. I have an appointment. I have my appointment. And then someone else lines it behind him because idiots line them together.
Yeah.
So the DMV person notices. So where we're at, there's one person who's going to take the non-appointments. But on occasion, he'll be like, wait. And if the appointment line gets long, he'll stop taking us and take a couple appointment people because they have an appointment.
Yeah, appointment, yeah.
And then there's another window where it's like it says above. Appointments or disabled. And then sometimes there's a third person who will like start taking appointments just to help out. If the appointment line gets up to like 20 people, it's like, oh shit, we need more people.
Yeah.
So this guy rolls on up. He's standing right there. And then the DMV person's like, are you disabled? No, I have an appointment. You need to get in the other line. But your sign says disabled or appointments. Yeah, you're standing in the disabled line. Get to the back of the line. He's like, but I've already been waiting here. Back of the line. And he tries to cause a shit. It's like, no. Back of the line. Yeah. You got in because the security guy told him red carpet. He's standing in the blue carpet. But your sign says you take appointments and disabled and appointments. I'm like, yeah, all these people have been waiting. You got in the wrong line. Get to the back of the line. And then he gets to the back of the line. And I'm laughing. I'm not outwardly laughing, but I'm internally going, shithead. Like, thank you for the amusement while I wait here forever. He gets to the back of the line. Him and then the lady who lined up behind him, they're not disabled.
Yeah.
What the fuck back go? They're literally on the post. It shows freaking the handicap sign.
Yeah.
Woo. Male Karen. And then you could hear him talking to the girl Oh, I can't believe both lines are for appointments, aren't they? Blah, blah. He is justifying his shitty behavior.
Yeah.
He gets to the front of the line, hands over his paperwork. They go, you brought the wrong paperwork. You got to go get something else and get back in the line. And at this point, I was like, ah! I was like, you go, DMV. You do you. He has to go fill out some form, but he can't just walk back up. He has to go right back to the end of the appointment line. Of course, while all this occurred, I moved like 3 spaces. So
Yeah. So.
who really got shot on here? But I at least was amused.
That's true. That's true.
And thankfully, the moral of my story, thankfully, I didn't have to wait because normally you have to go up there, get another number, and
Yeah,
then,
and do the whole
then
thing,
go, fuck you, land.
Yeah.
You go sit down and contemplate your life choices.
Yeah.
Thankfully, homeboy helped me out. He looked at the fix-it ticket I got. He's like, oh, you just need a change of address. And then he hooked me up. He's like, oh, here you go, dude. Just fill this out. Just stand right here. Just fill it out and just hand it back to me. I'll stamp it. And then you're good. I'm like, that's it? That's it. Thank you. Got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Mail Karen. He was already back in line again. I wanted to yell out, fuck you, Mail Karen, but he wouldn't have known that I was talking about him.
No, you wouldn't have known.
Little faux hawk, skinny jeans, fucking bug-eye glasses, like up to here. I wish I was exaggerating. Little beady eyes.
Wow.
Like, oh, I can't believe they made me get back in the line. Well, if you stood in the correct line in the first place, it would have been fine, asshole.
Yeah.
You would only have to stand in line twice instead of 4 times. Man.
Yeah.
DMV, it shows you the true nature of people.
Yeah.
Because I was telling this to Rosa the other day. I was like the DMV, they treat everyone equally shitty.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the one place in the world where they don't give a fuck if you're poor, give a fuck if you're rich, if you have fucking status.
Yeah.
I think that and maybe jury duty.
Yeah.
Well, maybe jury duty.
But see, the only I think that the bad
Very
side effect.
egalitarian.
Yeah, the bad side effect of the DMV though is that they deal with all these shitty people. So like, if you make a mistake, they get very annoyed with you very easily. Like,
Oh yes, yes they do. You have to be on your shit, or else they will be like, "You just slowed everything the fuck down.
Yeah, like-
This is already the slowest place in existence. There's a time vacuum built underneath every DMV. There's a black hole just sucking time away, and now you have just added more time."
Is that they get very annoyed. You make one mistake, I'm like, oh, okay. Like,
But I was telling Rosa, like, it shows the true character because all these people who are used to having privilege suddenly don't have their privilege, like white boy freaking male Karen suddenly has his privilege taken away, and he's like, oh, what? No, but I'm white. I'm supposed to get preferential treatment. Ah! Sorry, motherfucker. Welcome to the Department of Fuck You Vehicles. All of y'all are shit. It's quite egalitarian. Everyone is equal. It's like the executioner in the Blazing Saddles. Everyone's equal in my eye. The DMV is the executioner.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, you know who else is equal in our eyes?
What was that?
All of our wonderful viewers.
There you go.
All of our wonderful listeners. Everyone has been watching on Facebook Live, on Twitch, or if you've been listening to us on SoundCloud, or on our iTunes, or on Stitcher. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Make sure to catch us here every Monday night doing Dre's Geek Philosophy. We do it live on Facebook. We do it live on Twitch. And we record it live to tape for our podcast listeners. We come back every Wednesday night for the Multiverse Comic Show, where Pete Molini takes you on a journey across the lands of comics, where there's nothing but confusion and miscontinuity.
Yeah.
If you want to get confused or try to wash yourself in the ecstasy of comics, every Wednesday night, 8:30 Pacific time, right here on the Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast Network. And then, of course, like I said, hopefully starting this weekend, Gaming with Dre or Game Night with Dre, there'll be a weekend show. Where I am looking for my local gaming friends. You want to come down and talk about your gaming history while we play some games? Pick from one of my games, bring a game. We're going to do some gaming. We'll work around the schedules of our guests. It'll happen at some point. You know, it'll be a quick 20-minute show, 20, 30 minutes. I've learned the shorter the sweet spot for a gaming video is like 5 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just long enough to be interested, but not too long to where you're bored out of your mind.
Yeah.
For an hour. That's what the podcast is for. The gaming videos, people, like, it's like young people.
The
podcast this is for older people. Older people who are patient. Like someone like me, I work in a warehouse all day, so I listen to a lot of podcasts.
There you go.
I gotta put a podcast on and just listen. I enjoy myself. So it gets me away from the silence of my warehouse.
Yeah.
Speaking of the warehouse, make sure you go find our sponsor, Dusty Games. He has provided us with some PS2 controllers. He's provided us with some games. Where he helps me out with providing his content. He shares us on Instagram and all that fun stuff. Make sure you find Dusty Games on Facebook and on Instagram if you're looking for some games. Hit him up. Send him a message on Instagram. Send him a message on Facebook. Tell him Dre's Geek Philosophy sent you, and he might give you a discount. No guarantees on discount. Or if you hit me up on Instagram, at SoCalClone, possibly change it to Dre GB Podcast. I don't know how it works because I'm an old man.
Oh, I'll show you. It's a little complicated.
It's a little complicated? Awesome. Yeah. At SoCalClone on Instagram, hit me up. If there's a game that you're looking for, message me. If you're not comfortable messaging at Dusty Games. But I recommend find our sponsor at Dusty Games on Instagram and on Facebook. Hit him up. He has a lot of games, and we can get those games to you immediately. So, for Dre Cervantes, for Pete Malini, this has been Dre's Geek Philosophy.
You almost did it, huh?
I almost
You almost did it.
I did. You could sense the hesitation in my head. I was like, whoop, wrong show. Catch us here every Monday night. Catch us here on Wednesdays as well for the Multiverse Comic Show.
There you go.
That's what I almost said. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next.